Hey, my name is Luke Sievers with 19 Pro, and this is my review of the SwitchPod vlogging tripod. So I've been vlogging for the last several months, mostly on my iPhone, and I've basically created this business vlog called The Entrepreneur Life, which you can check out in the comments below. But I've just recently decided to upgrade to the Canon M50 for filming my vlogs. And for a long time, I've been looking at different vlogging tripods to get once I made that switch. I was strongly considering the Joby GorillaPod. And for those of you who don't know, this is the bendy one that are used by different vloggers like Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon. So I was strongly considering this for a long time, but then I found out about the SwitchPod. The SwitchPod is literally made for vloggers, which I'll show you in just a moment. One of my main concerns with the Joby GorillaPod is that I've heard that the bendy legs can wear out over time. And if I'm going to invest in an expensive DSLR camera, I don't want to risk it falling over and getting ruined or breaking a lens. So in the end, I did end up going with the SwitchPod instead, which is a little bit more expensive product, but I think it's going to be well worth it. But we'll see. I'm going to be unboxing this thing, showing you what it can do, and I'll let you know at the end if I felt like this was the better investment. I'm also going to show you how to set up your SwitchPod to vlog with both your iPhone or smartphone, as well as a DSLR camera like the Canon M50. So let's go ahead and unbox the SwitchPod and take a look at it. Now, the first thing that I was initially most impressed with is the packaging here. It looks beautiful, but also I was kind of surprised how small it actually is. So that's really cool. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger. Let's kind of open it up here. Ooh, that looks really nice. Let's give it a shot. And there it is. So as you can see, the way this works is meant to be easily and quickly converted between kind of your vlogging setup and just a regular kind of table tripod here. So I love it. So if we look at this, we got some kind of rubber soles on the bottom here to kind of keep it from slipping, and it feels pretty sturdy. The quality is great. It's made of metal. It's not any cheap plastic. And I also really love the ergonomics of it. So if you can kind of see here, the way that it's designed is there's kind of a little hand grip here, and it just feels really comfortable. And also there's another hand grip here, which you can kind of hold from this angle as well. Or you can kind of handle them both at the same time, which can be good if you want to get a little bit more smoother shot. But now let's kind of see how we can set this up for our smartphone. I'm going to be using my iPhone 10 and kind of hooking it up to this. So to do this, I have my little smartphone holder here, smartphone mount. I really recommend one like this if you're trying to use your smartphone. It's called Cobra Tech, and of course all links will be in the description below. So first of all, we want to go ahead and kind of screw it onto the top. Oh, that's really cool. So this has this little swivel knob here, so that you don't have to like turn it around a whole bunch of times. You can instead just kind of twist this and kind of get it where you need to. Let's make sure that I'm kind of positioned correctly here. Practice. Anyway, if I kind of slide my phone in, let's go to this side. So now what I'm going to do is attach my microphone, which is the Rode Video Micro, with this little cold shoe mount. This is really cool. SwitchPod, they have actually designed a little threaded hole right here on both sides, and of course it doesn't interfere with anything even when you pull it in and out. So what I can do, I'm just going to set it up here and kind of add this cold shoe mount to the side here. I honestly just feel like they thought of everything when they were creating this, at least for a vlogger. So I'm going to mount it right here on the leg of the SwitchPod, and then plug it in here. Look at that. Then of course you can set it down, and it's ready to go. You know, I kind of feel like I need to go outside and kind of do this real vlog style. So let's go. Alright, so we're out in my backyard now, again filming on the iPhone XR, and initially I'm really liking the way this feels. Right now I'm kind of holding it with my arm slightly bent, but of course if I hold it out with my arm completely straight, it's a pretty wide angle, honestly, even for an iPhone 10. Like this iPhone doesn't have the wide angle lens like some of the iPhone 11s do. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm enjoying this. All right, let's head back inside and show you some more stuff. Whoops. All right, so now let's try the SwitchPod with the Canon M50. So let's collapse this first, and then pull out our Canon M50 here. And like we did before, it's just really easy to kind of line it up with the thread and then twist like this. And here we go. Pull out our viewfinder here. All right, I like this. And of course we can pull the tripod out and film like this. And so now we might as well kind of add our microphone in here as well. And of course, I left the little cold shoe mount right here, so we can again put it right here if we want to, or we can do the typical thing and kind of just stick it to the top as well. All right, let's head out and give this a try. All right, so now we're out in my backyard and got the SwitchPod just on the ground right now. So let's kind of walk around with it and kind of see what it looks like. All right. To be honest, this is actually my very first time vlogging, walking around with this camera, because I was kind of nervous to just kind of hold it with my hand. I really wanted to get that a tripod for this. So yeah, this is awesome. So again, right now I'm just kind of holding it with my arm slightly bent. I don't have a very wide angle lens, but I feel like I'm framed up pretty well. And then if I hold it out all the way with my arm completely extended, this is what it looks like. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how much of the background I'm able to get in this shot, even without a wide angle lens. So one last thing I'd like to do before we head in, I would like to kind of film a few B-roll shots. I'm just going to turn the camera all the way around and try basically just taking advantage of the really ergonomic grip that you saw before and use both hands to see if we can get a very smooth and just stable shot. All right, so let's head back in now and I'll share my final thoughts on the SwitchPod. All right, so one last thing I wanted to show you before I get on to my final review is just the fact that we actually have this these little holes on here so you can add a carabiner, and it's just really an easy way to kind of carry it along with you. Of course, I don't have anything to really hook it to, but you get the point. It's just very lightweight, very versatile. The fact that I can just kind of stick this right in my messenger bag or my backpack, even my pocket, I could probably fit it in my back pocket if I really wanted to, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it kind of works pretty well actually. So now it's time to give my final review. First of all, am I glad that I got this SwitchPod instead of the Joby GorillaPod? Definitely. Honestly, I just love the ergonomic design of it. I love the versatility of it, the minimal aspect of it, and the fact that I can just put it anywhere. I can just kind of use it really quickly on the go. These are all the things I love about the SwitchPod. So for my final review of this, I would give it a 9 out of 10. And honestly, the only reason that I wouldn't give it a complete 10 is just because it doesn't come with a ball head. Now, of course, the Joby GorillaPod does come with the ball head. And I think this is super important because as you're out and about vlogging, you're not always going to have a nice level table like this. You know, maybe you're putting it on a park bench or right on the ground, and you know, it might be a little bit off balance, it might not be quite level. So having that ball head will really fix this for you. So literally just a few days after I recorded this, SwitchPod actually announced that they are coming out with their own attachable ball head. Now, I had actually purchased my own ball head off of Amazon, which I'm actually really happy with because it has a level and a detachable plate, but it is a little bit bulky. So the great thing about the SwitchPod one is it looks like it's going to be very minimal, very light. So I'll provide links in the comments below to both of these products so you can decide for yourself. But this has been my SwitchPod review. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment below whether or not you're going to get the SwitchPod or if you're going to look into something else. Also, be sure and like the video and subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be putting out more videos like this, and you can also check out my entrepreneur life vlog. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time.